So you went down near the beach.
Yeah, I went to there's this really nice uh well, if I share it then it'll be known to everybody. But it seems very little known. This beach called Betterton. It's in Maryland. It's like an hour from the Bay Bridge. It's technically actually the Chesapeake Bay, so it's not, a proper beach, but it's great for kids and families. And it's got it's pretty small. It's and the waves are very calm. So it's like I said, it's very good for like little ones.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also this like entire like shaded area with like grass and trees and stuff and like picnic tables, not too far walking distance from the shoreline.
Right.
And so it's perfect for, if you have a little one, like a toddler, me having a 15-month-old, she's scared of the beach. I think it's like the sound of the waves make her nervous.
Right.
And like the cold temperature of the water, she just not digging it. Tried like 2 times now, and she's just like not. I mean, she's really interested in the sand and like pouring sand on her head and scooping it with shovels and whatnot, but like otherwise, she doesn't really have much interest in the whole reason you go to the beach, which is for the waves,
So my older sister used to live in Chesapeake Beach, and every summer we would just pick a random beach and hang out. And the name of that beach sounds familiar, so I'm pretty sure I've probably been there at some point or another.
Yeah.
And I think the way that your daughter reacted to the beach was the same way that my niece reacted to the beach when she was little. Like, she got super excited, and then when we walked out on the sand, she was like, "What the heck is this?" And like the sound of the waves and everything, just she wasn't having
freaked
it.
her out.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. So she was just like, anytime I started, we were within 4 feet, and like if I walked any closer, she would just start like freaking out because I'd be holding her, and she'd just be like kicking her legs, like, no, no, no,
Yeah.
I don't want to go. So, but it seemed like she had fun. I mean, we were there like all day from like 10 until pretty much until like 5 or 6. So I was surprised that Lila, she didn't like have any temper tantrum or anything. She napped for like 30 minutes in the car and passed out once we got home. But yeah, I was really surprised. I thought she would get like grumpy from not sleeping enough, but she was just like having a ball, hanging out like with other kids and playing in the sand and whatnot. So, but anyway, I'm exhausted. But how are you? How's your weekend been?
It's been okay. I had daddy duty, so to speak.
Yeah.
It was just been me and the boys for the last day. Pretty much day and a half.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, I did not realize how weird it was to have 3 beings pile on top of you when you lay down on a couch.
That's such an odd thing to say.
Like, I was laying down on the couch, and then my older son just comes over and he sits on me, and then he just lays down on me. And then my younger son comes over and he sits down next to me, and then he just lays down kind of like on me as well. And then my dog like just walks up, he's like,
I want to join this,
tail wagging. And I'm like, what is wrong with her? She makes this weird sound and then jumps on top of the back of my older son and then just sprawls out.
That's like a definition of a dog pile right there. Dog pile.
It was. And I was just sitting there thinking, oh my God, I can't move.
Yeah. The joy of parenting.
Yeah. And we were watching a movie. They were watching Lord of the Rings or something. I
Mhm.
fell asleep. Like I am passed out. And I woke up and I'm like, oh God, where am I? And I'm like, wait a minute, where's all this chest pressure coming from? And then I
Mhm.
remembered, oh, there's everybody's basically using me as a mattress.
Oh, wow. You fell asleep that way?
Yep.
Wow. You must have been really tired because I could not. That doesn't sound comfortable.
No, I was out. I'm 200 pounds. They're all three of them, maybe 150 combined.
Still,
So
yeah, you must be tired.
yeah, I was tired. I was tired.
Yeah.
Um, Training on Friday was interesting,
Mm-hmm.
and that tired me out. I actually hurt my foot. And then open mat Saturday was a lot of fun. So
Yeah. Yeah. You told me there was like 16 people. I felt bad
it
about
may
missing it.
it may have been closer to 12. I was going over who was there in my head.
Yeah.
So I think it was like,
Whatever. It still
yeah.
sounds like it was a good turnout.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry I missed it.
Nah, it's fine.
I haven't trained since Thursday. So I feel like I had an opportunity to like work out yesterday and then I'll be honest, I just got lazy.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't really feel like it. So I'm
I'm
just
s-
gonna enjoy my Labor Day weekend.
Outside of jujitsu, I'm supposed to lift 2 times a week and go to yoga.
Hmm.
I
How's that
haven't
going?
I haven't done the yoga thing. Oh, I mean, I was told this a year and a half ago.
Hmm.
I haven't gone to yoga once,
That's hilarious.
and I lift maybe once a week.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah. I mean, it's hard with like everything else going on. Sometimes it's hard to find the motivation. It's like you just feel tired from life and kids.
yeah, and plus I don't really feel a benefit from that second lifting session. Like I don't. I feel like for me, it just makes me a little bit bigger,
Hmm.
and it saps my mobility, like my arm mobility, which
So then why even try to do it at all? Like if you think it's
right.
actually detrimental to your jujitsu training.
Yeah, it's so when I was going to physical therapy about my knees, I also went about my shoulders because my shoulders were feeling funny. And
Hmm.
I had a lingering pain in my right one. And he was like, oh, lift 2 times a week to fix all that. Why would I do that? And
Hmm.
when the few times that I did, and then I went to go train jujitsu, it just seems like my shoulders were worse.
Yeah.
And it seemed like my mobility was sapped.
Yeah.
So I just do
I
one.
found that surprising that that was the recommended PT
Well,
lifting because that does put a lot of strain on your ligaments when you're
right.
using like heavy weights instead of just calisthenics, which is actually probably more beneficial, just using body weight exercises.
So I think the the physical therapist kind of got the wrong idea. Like I feel like they evaluated everything I was doing as a whole, and
Hmm.
then they gave me what they thought would help me with everything as a whole instead of like focusing on my shoulder issue. Does that make
Hmm.
sense? So
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I feel like there was something lost in translation. The second physical therapist I saw was specifically for my knees. Like that was more beneficial. Hold on one
Mhm.
second. Okay, we're good. That was weird.
What
But either
happened?
way, no, I got a Facebook message. I thought somebody was gonna ask us a question.
Oh,
Yeah,
bring him on.
our Twitch chat has been very vocal the last couple of times that we streamed. So
Oh, nice.
yeah,
I
I
think
don't.
that we also had like a good turnout too.
Mhm.
But I think because of Labor Day weekend, not too many people are, in town and available. Everybody's just kind of, it's the last weekend of summer, pretty much.
Yes. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
everybody's going out, enjoying the sunshine, drinking,
Well,
and
I, yeah, I was gonna drink rum today, but I broke open a kombucha accidentally.
kombucha.
Kombucha, whatever it's called. So I'm drinking that.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
but
I kind of was like drinking all day, so I don't really feel like drinking anymore, I'll be honest. So it's just going to be a podcast about jujitsu tonight
that's
instead of booze and BJJ.
that is fine. But
Yeah,
so the plan is to review you've met Taiwanese Wilson, little Wilson.
think so.
So he started training with us maybe 2 months ago.
Hmm.
Very nice guy, blue belt in BJJ, good at Muay Thai. What I didn't realize when I first met him, and after he had taken my no-gi class at least twice, was that he's actually done fights in Taiwan.
Oh,
So
wow.
he's got at least one Muay Thai fight and 2 MMA fights under his belt.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So he's a legit fighter, amateur, of course, which fine, whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
We all start somewhere.
right. Very respectful, very athletic. Love this guy to death. Every time I roll with him, I kind of feel like he's being nice to me. And I'm just like, dude, come on, pour it on.
Yeah.
Get a little mean. Let's go. Come on. I'm not gonna, you can't break me.
Mhm.
But yeah, like, every time I train with him, it's always a pleasure. He sent me links to his three of his fights. So we're just gonna look him over and just get a little critique.
Yeah.
I will say this though. I think just between me and him, I think that he's a lot better at BJJ than he lets on.
Mm. And he's kind of holding back.
Yeah.
We had an episode about that sandbagging. That's
Yeah.
what that is. So you think he's sandbagging?
A little bit because, I'm 20 years older than him and I'm nowhere near as athletic. Like at blue belt level, me and him should be theoretically just about even.
Mhm.
But I feel like he's trying to be respectful and he's trying to be nice and he's just,
I
he's
mean,
got
I think that's great, especially when you're if you're like new to jujitsu and you recognize that, it's about respect and not just dominating your training partner. It's not trying to constantly win. It's just about like providing a beneficial training experience for both of you.
yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
that's a great, if that's the case, I think he's on the right track and having that mentality.
no, I agree. I agree. And since I haven't been able to roll a lot, to spar a lot, like when I got my hands on him yesterday, it's like, okay, let's go. Come on. Come on, pour it on. Pour it on.
Oh man, he was there yesterday. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but
Do you think he was still sandbagging yesterday when you were like, come on, just show me what you got?
I don't want to say sandbagging. I want to say I think he was being respectful.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure what the culture is like in Taiwan,
Mhm.
but I imagine it could be the case that since he recognizes that I'm older than him, he's just trying to be, he's
Yeah,
trying to be
that's
very
totally fair.
respectful about things. Yeah.
Mhm.
But that's not how it is over here in Virginia, you know.
Yeah, there definitely should be more of that, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
It's like,
Yeah.
come on, kick my butts.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there are plenty of guys out there who come in to the gym wanting to fight with a chip on their shoulder, something to prove.
yes, and I'm starting to notice that more online. Um, I actually left a small jiu-jitsu Facebook group because of two reasons. One, um, there seemed to be a numerous threads going around about body shaming
Mhm.
people who are out of shape and when they're just starting, which
Mhm.
I mean, you knew me when I started. I was
Mhm.
very, very out of shape. But you can't really do that.
Yeah, it's not
It's,
fair.
it's not fair. Like
If
somebody
any,
who
you should be encouraging them, like, good for you. You're getting into like fitness and motivating them to keep going, not, you
right,
know.
and that person in a couple years could be an extremely good training
Right.
partner.
Mhm.
So having been in that boat, I was like, this is strike one for this group.
Yeah.
strike two was there was a lot of people commenting on threads, and they were just like hyper aggressive about things. Somebody asked for advice about a training partner who was consistently injuring them. And, oh, well, you should be able to take it because you're a brown belt and blah, blah, blah. Give me just weird responses like that,
That sounds a bit condescending.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm good. I'm just going to click leave on this one. I'm not even going to engage.
I'm curious to know which jiu-jitsu group this is, if you feel comfortable.
I will send it to you offline.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I'm not trying
I know that like one of the rules here in your podcast is like never naming people or
people, places, or things.
People, places, or things.
Well,
when
people and places, more like people in gyms.
Yeah. Well, I think we're allowed to mention them if we're speaking positively, but not if it's a bad light.
I mean, as we've discussed offline, there seems to be some folks who like to start stuff. And I remember last conversation, what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Anyways, real quick before we start reviewing the videos, I found out there are 3 open mats tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. So I know that Old Dominion is from 6 to 8 in the evening.
Right.
That's the only one I can remember.
So there's high noon 10 to 12, and then
that's right.
Testudo 12 to 2.
12 to 2. Okay.
And also there may be a 4th, but that's TBD.
Oh.
Yeah. So there might be an open mat at Chantilly, but I gotta
gotcha. Okay.
I gotta make sure what's going on with that.
I'll probably go to the Old Dominion because I have Lila in the morning.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've been to Old Dominion. That's in Manassas, right?
Yeah, you've never been to Cosmic Rolling or anything?
No, I haven't. Manassas is kind of far. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just as far as Chantilly, right? But a little farther?
It might be like 10 minutes further out.
I mean, I feel like I drive so far to get to Chantilly. Let me see. Old Dominion.
I think it's just Dominion BJJ.
Oh.
Actually, they haven't had a Cosmic Rolling night that I'm aware of in a couple weeks at least.
Wait, didn't they have one just like 2 months ago or something? And you said you went there and you mostly just chatted.
Was that 2 months ago?
Yeah, I feel like it was kind of recent.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Yeah, I just had to. Hey, how you doing? It was just like social hour for me. But I mean, it's like a party. They turn the black light on. They play drum and bass. Like,
I know I want to go, but like, it all depends.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like super far. 45 minutes.
It's not too bad.
I mean, that's a little bit longer than Chantilly, but I think I'll go there tomorrow night because I've never been and I'm not doing anything.
I mean,
I don't have any other plans.
You've met Michelle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Let's begin.
Ooh, drum roll.
So the first one. All right. So it's gonna be his Muay Thai fight.
Wait. This is a jiu-jitsu podcast.
Do you want to start with the MMA fights? Let's do the MMA fights.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. That sounds more exciting. And also, I know more about that.
Yeah, same here. Like, I was training with Frankie's Muay Thai guys, and my crappy 20-year-old Ishin Ryu training did not hold up well. Share screen. Hold on.
So what kind of advice is he requesting for these?
Oh, hold on a second. He's not requesting any advice.
Oh, okay. I thought you had said he wants you to review his fights And I didn't know if like for any particular reason.
Nope. I just told him I was going to.
Oh, okay. You know what we really should be doing is getting one of the videos for Chantilly MMA competitor
Mm-hmm.
and provide our input on those matches.
We can do that. I've done that before. I did that a while ago. Hold on, the share screen option is being a pain in the ass.
I saw it there for a second. I saw the video for a second.
Yeah, hold on.
Yep, I see you started sharing your screen. Okay, I see the video. World.
I'm trying to see what you're looking at. Hold on a second. Twitch.
Male.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We can see it. The shared screen interface is just coming up on the other screen, which is just weird. But okay, let's do it.
Wait, you're using a dual monitor?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
Yeah, mine does that all the time. It automatically shares like the extended screen.
Okay. Oh, I see. All right. We're good. Hold on, I'm gonna skip past the intro. So this is Wilson. Have you seen him around?
He looks familiar.
Yeah.
Is there any way you can full screen with the, yeah, there you go. It's really choppy though.
Is it?
Wait, I think he's a blue belt right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Where did
Yeah.
I see him?
Hold on. I'm gonna skip past the intro.
Was it no, I guess it was at Chantilly that I saw him.
Yeah, I haven't seen him outside of Chantilly.
Wait, because I remember, oh yeah, it was on Thursday. It seems like he has some wrestling experience.
Yeah, he's good. Oh, damn.
Wow, aggressive from the start. It's really choppy on my end, so I don't know
Yeah,
if that's
I don't
and
know. I mean, can you at least see what's
looks like
going
he's
on?
trying. Yeah, it looks like he's his opponent is trying to do like a guillotine on him while he's pressing him up against the.
The
Oh,
cage.
he got that takedown though. All right, he's got both legs over. It looks like he's trying to
Oh,
get. Oh wait, never mind.
you got reversed.
The tables have turned. Now his opponent's got him up against the. He looks like he's in a better position though
Yeah.
with that guillotine there.
Oh,
Oh, uh-oh. Okay, now he's his turtle. If he had just like brought his butt up, that guy would have fallen forward
right.
because he was too high up. Oh, I always worry about like my ankle or someone's like ankle twisting when someone takes their back like that, where you're like sitting on your ankles and someone's like pulling you back. I'm like, please don't do that.
Right.
That's how you break an ankle. Or that's how you break your opponent's ankle or your teammate's ankle.
Oh, I think he's got that RNC sunk
Yeah.
in.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Was that it?
I think so.
Yeah, he had those hooks in.
Yeah, his opponent won that one.
Mm-hmm.
He came in out, like a bat out of hell.
Yeah, I think he didn't escape from turtle or from back tape fast enough.
Right.
And he just like he didn't pressure forward enough. And so he fell back into the back mount.
There was a moment there where his opponent's feet were crossed and he could have just ankle locked
Yeah.
him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you're new, you don't really think about that.
Right.
Even though like newbies, do that all the time.
So here's his second fight. And it looks like it's a little bit longer.
This is in Taiwan? Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, not Tai. Oh, okay.
Taiwan.
I wanted to say Thailand. I'm like, no, that's not it.
There's Wilson again. Look
Mhm.
at him.
Yeah, I've definitely seen him at the gym. I thought he was like a wrestler.
I think he does
So
have
he's
some wrestling.
so he's from Taiwan?
Yeah.
Okay. When did he come to the States?
Pre-COVID.
Okay. Oh, wow, that's fun. And then COVID hit.
Right.
Has he done any fights here in the US? You know?
No, but I think he's looking to
Hmm.
because he's training with Frankie Muay Thai and he's doing the no gi classes and the gi classes. He's training a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems motivated.
From that previous fight that we just saw, I'm glad he does have that aggression because,
Hmm.
like I said, during class, he seems to be very, very, very polite about things.
Hmm.
So I'm glad that aggression's there. I'm glad that he can actually get
Yeah,
to
like
that point.
once he's in the ring, that the switch is flipped on.
Right. Here we go. A little bit more cautious this time around.
Yeah. That guy's guard is like way open.
Right.
I hate that kind of fighting style. It looks like I can't tell. Is he southpaw?
I think he is. Yeah, he's a lefty.
Yeah.
Oh, on the cage
Southpaws are
again.
really. Oh, there it goes again. I think he's gonna try to go for a takedown. Southpaws are so frustrating to fight. There we go. There's that. Oh,
Almost
almost.
got it.
I feel like
Almost.
that
Oh,
guy's just gonna like pull him up and nope. There we go. There's that. There's that. What was that double leg?
no, it looked like a
That guy just won't stay down.
no. You see how he's like,
Oh wow, that's a really bad position for him to be in.
yeah.
Looks like he's got a really tight guillotine on him.
What just happened?
I think he tapped. Wait, no, I don't.
Oh
I'm
no,
not
no,
sure.
no. There's
Oh, they're
something wrong with
fixing.
there's something wrong with the tarp.
Yeah, I guess he's not keeping his chin down enough, so that his opponent snaked his wrist underneath and got that tight guillotine. So really, he just got saved by the
By
ref.
the ref, yeah. I'm gonna back this up a little bit. I want to see how he how his neck got caught.
It's because he's keeping his head too much to like the
Oh, I see.
side,
Yeah. His head is
and
too much to the side. You're right. Yeah.
his he's not keeping his chin down enough. I mean, that's really tough to be in when like you're shoving someone against the ring there.
Right.
So like here, if it were open floor, he would have been able to like pressure into side control, but
Mm-hmm.
he wasn't able to do that. So his opponent just like held on and got back up, you know?
Right. So the danger is if his opponent like pushes his hips forward and then just
Mm-hmm.
leans back, he could probably get a good angle to finish that guillotine on him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I saved by the ref. Whew, the
Yeah,
first
man.
one.
So this is giving me some good ideas on what to work on him with next
Mm-hmm.
time he's in my class.
And he's been doing jujitsu for how long? He's a blue belt,
Um,
so like for a bit, right? For a couple of years.
at least a year and a half, I would say.
Okay. Does
You
he
know,
have any wrestling background?
I think he does. I think he does.
He really strikes me as like a wrestler. That's like his style.
That's that's the impression I get when I roll with him.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, like he's got a wrestling influence somewhere.
Right.
Oh, replay. Let me just.
Yeah, definitely southpaw here. Ooh, that reach.
A little bit too low. Head too low.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's get back into it.
You always got to show the supporting audience, his family and his friends. Like, yeah, you got this. Cheerleaders on the side.
I would say he probably did learn from his last match, just coming out like a demon.
Those poor little son nerves.
Yeah.
Ah, ref, okay. Ref keeps getting in the way. Looks like he's trying for that. He's got better defense this time.
Yeah.
Pushing that arm away. That guy's getting, his opponent's getting those knees in, so he really has to, I mean,
Oh,
does Frankie do any clinch work in class? Oh, there we go. Takedown. Oh, he still keeps getting caught.
with that guillotine.
Guillotine. Yeah. Oh no, he's got trapped again.
Oh, his head's free.
Yeah, he has better defense this time.
Well, good news is he learns quick. At least that's what I see from here. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, okay, don't let this arm get around my neck again.
He's also it looks like he's intentionally keeping his head higher.
Yeah. Don't you want to like keep the crown of your head against their chin?
That's what I was thinking. I think so.
Because you don't want to be like just hunched over, because then you're just asking for a guillotine.
Right.
You really want to be like pressuring in with your shoulder and with the crown of your head, like pushing up against their chin, so they can't really like, makes it difficult for them.
Oh, you got the takedown.
Oh shit! There we go. Damn. Wait, why did they stop it?
Oh, I think the round is over.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Let's forward it. I feel like they prematurely opened the cage door on that.
Yeah. When he's throwing his punches, he's keeping everything wide open. Like he needs to
tighten it up.
One arm. Yeah, he needs to tighten it up and keep one arm up when he's throwing a punch. Because he's like, like this, not even this, but like, arms all out. I mean, that happens. Like, I think even.
Yeah, it's also probably just experience. This is second, third fight,
Mm-hmm. And he had been training how long up until this point?
Not 100% sure. At least year and a half, maybe a little bit more. Nah, he telegraphed that one.
Yeah. He keeps trying to go.
He needs to switch his level to be a little bit lower when he goes in.
Yeah.
I think that's what the problem is.
That guy's base is too wide for him to really effectively execute a takedown. But he got that foot hooked in there, so that helped.
Yeah.
Definitely. Now he has to just try to. So now the guy's getting up instead of, this is where he needs like pressure down, so the guy can't get up. And now he's got stuck in a guillotine again.
Right.
So it's like once he's got him down, he needs to put on that pressure with his shoulder to keep him down. Like his opponent had him in half guard. It's like, how is he getting up from there? Like he needs the pressure game, better pressure game.
So when I was rolling with him yesterday, I did notice that he wasn't applying very much pressure. And I assumed that was because he was being polite.
Yeah, he might just not really. skill might not be up in his toolbox yet.
Yeah. He probably just needs some guidance.
Yeah, because I mean, Sugi's all about that pressure game.
Yeah.
You got like a 150-pound man who feels like 300 pounds on you.
So one of the guys yesterday asked me to use my full pressure on him. And I said, "Are you sure?" He goes, "Yeah." Yeah, he regretted asking me that.
Right. Like, why would you? All right, man. If you really want me to, I
really
will.
wanted to. Yeah.
Dang, he just like, I'm surprised that his opponent has not like just finished the guillotine.
I don't think
Maybe he doesn't really.
He either doesn't know how to or he can't somehow. Or maybe he feels like he's too much at risk if he tries.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, he's got his hand under there pretty. It would be effective.
Yeah. Honestly, I think his opponent is gassed out.
Yeah, it could be it too. Oh,
Oh,
there we go.
and there's the win.
Nice. What do they call that? Ground and pound?
Yeah. I think Wilson just wore him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because yeah, he keeps getting stuck in that guillotine. So, you know, when you give him unsolicited advice or solicited, you tell him that we reviewed his video, we noticed that he kept getting stuck in that guillotine.
Right.
Or what could have been a guillotine.
See, look, dude looked like he just, tank went to 0.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he got hurt. Let's see what happened here.
I mean, that ain't no joke being on the ground and just like someone punching your head in.
No, I mean, like when he's on the cage, there's a moment where he makes a face and then his arm just goes limp.
Oh, I'm not. Let me see.
Like right there.
Oh, I see. Maybe. I mean, he keeps hooking that leg, so maybe it had something to do with his leg.
Oh yeah, he hurt his leg.
Yeah, because he kept hooking that leg from the back, and
Right.
maybe he like twisted the knee a little bit when his opponent was resisting and he was trying to take him down.
Mm-hmm.
That's my guess.
Yeah, the Bears Den, BJJ, and MMA.
Nice.
That sounds familiar. Is that Dewey's gym? It doesn't matter.
No idea.
So yeah, what do you think?
Well, I mean, I think, fighting in a cage is always like difficult because you don't have that like maximum floor room with like a regular jiu-jitsu tournament. Well, it's not maximum. I mean, there's still like boundaries, but you're not like being pressed up against a wall or anything. So I was surprised like the couple of times that he managed to take him down and then the guy would get back up. Like there'd be a very shallow half guard. And I'm like, why, how has he not gotten, side control? And I don't know if that's what it looked like. He just wasn't applying enough pressure. And then with like, I guess, maybe Frankie needs to like focus a little bit more on clinch work. Although like what he was doing in that fight to take the guy down is not legal in Muay Thai. You can't hook around the back like that. So, I mean, this is MMA.
Right.
So it's a little bit, aren't as many rules with how you take someone down. But that being said, that aside, I think that Frankie maybe should teach him a little bit more clinch work because there were definitely, it looked like he had the right idea for a while to like keep his arm away, prevent that guillotine, but he still kept like bending over into him. And maybe if he kept himself upright a little bit more, and then what we were saying earlier, like kind of pushing the crown of his head into the guy's up into the guy's chin,
Hmm.
he would have had a more like dominant position.
Yeah. I think he needs to. I think he was going for like double legs without changing his level.
Yeah.
And I think that's how his neck kept getting caught.
Yeah. He
Because,
didn't have, aren't you supposed to like bring a knee down for that?
right. Yeah, it looked like he was just kind of doing a double leg kind of tackle more than anything.
Yeah. Like a football tackle over here.
Yeah. And, that's all stuff that can be worked out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it wasn't bad,
mm-mm.
but he definitely needs to find ways to avoid that guillotine because, his next opponent is going to know how to finish it.
Right. Right. Like the danger he was in that second fight was that if his opponent simply just, moved his hips forward and then just leaned back,
Cranked up. Yeah.
that, that would have been it. But luckily his opponent either couldn't do it or didn't know that was how you finish it. So that worked in his favor right there. But a more experienced fighter would have been able to work it out.
Oh yeah.
So
definitely.
Yeah. I don't know. I felt good watching those. Like little areas
Especially
of
if those
improvement.
are like, you're always going to stumble your first couple of fights. Well, most of us anyway. And he seems like a humble enough person that he knows what he needs to work on, and he walked away from those fights with a rational point of view. I mean, I don't know this guy well enough, but judging by what you said, he seems like he's just focused on mastering this skill and not taking it to heart too much, which is important.
Yeah. He's very receptive to feedback, learns very, very, very well, open to new techniques. So I have good feelings about him. Very good feelings. Yeah.
No, he definitely has the right mindset for martial arts. So
very much so. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's like one of the biggest components of training is having the right mindset.
Yeah. So I want to keep an eye on him, see what we can get out of him. I know some of the guys are doing some fights at the end of the year. So like
Muay Thai fights?
Specifically, yeah, I think so.
Oh.
So the other Wilson, the big Wilson, I think he's getting a fight in TCB.
Oh, nice.
And the two Matts, I think they're getting fights, maybe not in TCB, but definitely at the end of the year somehow. Like,
okay,
I'm not 100% sure since I'm not on that end of the program most of the time. Are they being
sponsored by Chantilly MMA or are they paying out of pocket?
I don't know any details.
Yeah.
So
I think with Muay Thai, you're more likely to be what's the word? Supported financially. Sponsored, that's the word I'm looking for. Sponsored by your gym.
Yeah.
And probably because it's just less expensive. Jiu-jitsu tournaments are like ridiculous, 120 or more to register. And I mean, gyms just, a lot of gyms just don't have money for that.
True.
To shell out to their new students.
True. On that note, so I got to coach at Copanova, the little kids. Let me tell you, being a dad is hard to turn off because I was more nervous for them than they were nervous for themselves. Like they were just like ready to go.
Yeah. Either
that
like,
or they're
don't get
just
hurt.
Like, they're ready to go. All, just gung ho. Meanwhile, I'm over there like, oh my God, don't
what
get hurt.
What if they break a leg?
Don't get hurt. Yeah. When their parents are standing behind me, I'm like, oh no. I hate to say this, but I got a little bit attached to some of them, like some of the kids and even some of the teenagers, because I've spent so much time with them at this point.
Yeah.
Like I'm like,
you're basically, you're basically Sugi's protege right now.
Yeah.
Like you're the other instructor.
Right.
So
yeah. So, I'm they've grown on me a little bit, but one of the boys did really well. I think he had the fastest submission of the of the competition.
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
the
yeah. I think I
teenagers.
remember seeing, Sugi was showing that video to
Yeah.
someone.
He
Can't remember.
guillotined his opponent in 19 seconds.
Yeah.
Like the poor little boy like tried to do a
You
double
know
leg
who it
on him.
was?
Eric.
Eric? Okay.
I've pointed him out to you. He's like one of the shorter kids in the teens class. I'll point him out to you again. But yeah, 19 seconds, and his second match was like a little over a minute, and he submitted that person too. Dude,
Killer. He's a little killer.
yeah, and
Ready for the next belt level for sure.
Yeah, the funny thing was his dad was standing right behind me behind the rails, and he was like cheering. He gave me a high five. I was like, Eric, who's that? He's like, oh, that's my dad. And I was like, oh, hey.
Right. Like, who is this random guy?
It's like, if you would have gotten hurt, you would have probably punched me in the back of the head. No, I'm just joking,
yeah.
But
you're all nice now until your kid gets hurt and you blame the instructor.
Yeah. Yeah, like my worst nightmare is having a bunch of
getting
parents
hurt
watch.
during your class.
Right. Especially if it's one of the kids who doesn't. I mean, there's not a handful. There's like one or two kids that don't listen very well at all. And my biggest fear is that I show like a submission or something, and then they do it wrong and hurt another person's kid whose parent is in the room. Like,
yeah, I mean, that's why they sign the liability forms, you have only so much control over what they do.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, so that was that. We are at 45 minutes, madam, and it's a little after 10. So I know you wanted to stop there.
I'm extremely fatigued. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. But I want to, the next time we do a video review, I think should definitely be a jiu-jitsu video, so we can, talk more at length about it.
So what we could do is I have clips of some of the guys rolling, and I've been keeping them to see their progression. We can review those next time.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, and some of the guys are getting really good, like real good. So yeah, we can do that. Maybe tentatively if you have time next week, whenever.
I'm down.
So, all right. Thank you, Yana.
Thank you, Thomas.
Have a good night, ma'am.
You as well, sir.
Ma'am.
Sir.
See you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.